Hey, what up? This is Katsu from LionsAbyss, bringing you guys something completely different that I probably didn't mention in my God Eater 2 Hero Suit Showcase, along with the update video. Anyway, so this is pretty much a side thing that I wanted to do, which is record and upload Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. If you guys are into that, please give this video a like and comment if you want me to do more. If you don't want me to do any more, just say so in the comments. We'll see how this goes. Alright, let's get into the battle. So this is a battle against my friend Mokyun. About 10 days ago, I challenged him to a battle because I finally had a team, and he said, yeah, sure, let's do it. So, he's going to lead off with his Rosary, and I'm going to lead off with my Mamoswine. I initially thought he was going to spore me, just put me to sleep and sit up all over my face. So I switched into my Trevenant just to be safe in case he did go for a spore. I could just absorb it because in 6th generation, grass types now can take spore moves. Anyway, he's going to switch out into a Scizor, and I am going to Will-Wisp that thing on the next turn. And he's just going to U-turn around out of there. The U-turn still does a decent amount of damage. What can you do? It's a Scizor with a Choice Band. So he's gonna switch into his Charizard, which is obviously the Mega, but if it was Mega Charizard X, I probably would have been screwed. If it was Mega Charizard Y, I knew I stood a chance. Fortunately for me, it's Mega Charizard Y, and I switch it to my Latios because I know it could take at least one of whatever Mega Charizard Y was going to have. So on the next turn, I decided to go for the Draco Meteor, but it does not kill, and the Charizard finishes my Latios off with a Dragon Pulse. Unfortunate, yes, but not really. Because I'm going to switch it to my Mamoswine, go for the Ice Shard, and then knock out that Mega Charizard Y, and on the next turn, I will be able to set my rocks up on this Electivire. Since he's switching in on a Mamoswine, which can easily take that Electivire out with an Earthquake, I figured this thing would have Fire Punch, but I'm not really afraid of it. And plus, he had a balloon. I had to pop that thing as soon as possible. So he does go for the Fire Punch. It does a lot of damage, but consider the fact that the sun was out, and it did all of that damage. If the sun wasn't out, dang, Mamoswine's pretty bulky. Anyway, my Mamoswine goes down to that other Fire Punch. Unfortunate, but yeah, it happens. Mamoswine's purpose was up when it set up rocks. But anyway, switch to my Fernape, Revenge Kill it with the U-turn, and I switch right back into my Trevenant since it's probably the safest switch I have right now. And he's gonna switch into his Melodic, his Shiny Melodic. I do like Shiny Melodic though; it looks pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to withdraw because I knew the Ice Beam was coming. I'm gonna switch it to my Greninja to take the Ice Beam. And then on the next turn, I was going to go for a Grass Knot, but since this thing had an Ice Beam, I didn't know if it was going to live the Grass Knot and then hit me with an Ice Beam when it was at like 11% health or something like that. So I just stayed in and went for the Dragon Pulse, and he counters with a I didn't go for the Dragon Pulse. What am I talking about? I used Dark Pulse, and then he used Dragon Pulse. Brings me down to like 50%. 40%, and then next turn I decided to just go for the Grass Knot and takes him out in one hit. And then I go for the Ice Beam on his Roserade, and that's when I knew it wasn't Scarfed. It probably didn't have any Spore moves, so yeah. I later asked Mokyun what was running that Roserade, since that was probably my biggest worry. And he said it just had Black Sludge, so yeah. I'm going to switch right back into my Infernape to take the Bullet Punch, and I do believe I go for the Overheat, but he switches out into his Haxorus. This is the exact same Haxorus I believe that he gave to me, so I know exactly what the set runs, and it is not a threat to my Infernape. I don't think it's a threat to the rest of my team. So I go for the Overheat. It does about half. Nice clean 60%. And I just finished off with a close combat the next turn. So that thing's out of there, and I believe his last Pokemon is that Scizor, which I could have beaten a lot sooner than I did, but I decided to just dick around and try to style on his Scizor. So I'm going to withdraw my Infernape, and then I'm going to switch into my Trevenant And Trevenant is going to set up some leech seeds, which was, I guess it was alright, but there was really no need to stall this thing. Like, he already lost. I could have just simply stayed in with my Infernape and just gone for an overheat. But, whatever. So, I'm just going to get some Leech Seed. Then I'm going to switch out, and I do believe he gets a crit off of this Pursuit. Yeah, that seems about right. You got a crit. And I'm just going to switch to my Infernape, and then win with an overheat. So, good game, Mokyun. Come with a better team next time. Good God. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that was a fun match. Shoutouts to my buddy Torn, who recorded this battle for me and taught me how to not be an idiot when it comes to MKV files. I had no idea. You just turn them into MP4s and it will work. Yeah. So, like I said before, like if you liked. If you're new to this channel, I upload JRPG walkthroughs, Let's Plays, and all that stuff, new and old. My friend, who also is part of this channel, he uploads Western stuff like Skyrim and all that. So, if you're into those kind of things, subscribe to LionsAbyss, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.